Hello there.
Welcome back, my friend.
Hello, what have we here?
Jedi, we've been expecting you.
I knew I could count on you.
Hello.
Welcome to the rebellion.
What fun!
What is up, everyone? Hybrid here, and we are at the Great Toyhio Toy Show, the June 2026 edition. It is going to be a legendary day. It always is. We're going to see some insane toys in here, like always. Balling on a bit of a budget, but we're still going to have a lot of fun. I'm joined by the legendary Garrett.
What's up?
What are you looking for?
Like lightsaber and X-Men.
Fair enough. My brother Steven's with us.
Howdy, howdy.
What are you looking for? Let's go. The line is lining up. We're in the lobby and rolling in. First peek at Toyhio. All right. Let us take a gander. Danny DeVito. Favorite booth of mine, Nomadic Collectibles. This guy's always super stacked, and I actually hit him up on Instagram before the con. I made some Toyhio pre-orders, so here we are picking them up. excellent so far, and I've already got some great pickups. I was really excited that Nomadic Collectibles was willing to let me order and then pick up here these two figures. Again, super awesome store. Love Nomadic Collectibles. Walking around, I was able to find Skeletor from the new Masters of the Universe movie, which is a great movie. Had a lot of fun with that. So really excited for that. And then a little blast from the past. Anyone remember the old Iron Man 2 375 figures? They were way overproduced and they got marked down stupid cheap, and obviously they sat a while. Look at that dust. But this guy had like 5 really cool ones. They had some concept art, some comic book type figures, a couple from the movie. One at $5 each. He had 5 figures, $20. Sealed the deal. Was really happy to get some cool pickups there. We're about to go back in. We're waiting another hour or so for Phantom Menace Dennis to get here, so we're gonna meander some. I've got a couple things I got my eye on, and the budget's still holding pretty strong, so we're just gonna go keep having some fun. Let's go. Stop number 2, and I have some awesome pickups. I have the new Jada Toys, Tony the Tiger, the Frosted Flakes mascot, and he is super duper cool. That was an awesome pickup. It's going to go very nicely with my Chester Cheetah that I picked up last time. And then we have some Marvel Legends Iron Mans. I got both of these guys for $10. Going to be great additions to my Hall armor. Let's go in for trip number 3. Here we are, back from trip number 2 to the car, and who do we run into but the number 1, the legendary Phantom Menace Dennis. How you doing?
Doing good?
Looking for some good toys this time?
Always.
We are going to show him all the cool stuff that we've seen so far and help him spend just as much money, just as recklessly as we have so far. Let's go. I'm back home and just wanted to recap the haul really quick. I found a lot of really cool stuff today, and I got it all for some pretty good deals. Both of the Marvel Legends Iron Mans over here I got for $10 each, which is really, really good. I know that Superior Iron Man was hitting Ross at one point. I was hunting it pretty good. I was finding lots of super battle droids, but no Superior Iron Man, so I wasn't complaining. But when I was able to get it for about Ross prices, I was like, yeah, we're gonna just run with that. It's a pretty cool figure. I don't really have any attachment to the comic run, but it's just a cool looking Iron Man suit. The Geonosian Warrior and 11th Brother, I technically picked up today, but I did order those last week from Nomadic Collectibles. He is a really cool guy. He's got a really cool site. I recommend you check out the Nomadic Collectibles website. You have to follow him on Instagram. He always has pretty good, pretty new figures, and I've picked up many a thing from him at prior Toyhios. Something he pointed out is he is going to a few more events. So there's the Neo Comic Con coming up in North Olmsted, Ohio, August 2nd. Here is the Cardhio. They're doing like a trading card version of Toyhio in September, and I'm sure he's probably going to have some action figures. Probably going to be a trading card focus, of course, but still. There's the Columbus Toy and Game Show, Sunday, August 30th. This is like a big deal toy show. I know a lot of people go to that, and I think I'm going to have to try and make August work. And then in September 20th, there's the Mansfield Toy Show. So that is a lot of stuff in the general Northeast Ohio area, near where I am, of course. So I might be hitting some of those up, just depending. But thank you, Nomadic, for pointing those out. He will be there, so go check him out if any of those are near you and of interest. Really excited to review that 11th Brother. The new Masters of the Universe movie was very fun. I was not a He-Man fan before. I wasn't like against it, just it was a dead franchise, you know. But I've always liked the notion of the Skeletor character, and Jared Leto's Skeletor in the movie was actually really fun. So I had to get the new Mattel Skeletor, and that was an interesting bang outside. But we're gonna keep an eye out for that. But yeah, the Skeletor figure was super cool, and just one that I'm glad to have. And I don't really mess with Mattel figures very often, so we're gonna just see how it holds up. The Tony the Tiger Frosted Flakes figure is one I'm really excited about. It is a Jada's Toys figure. I got the Chester Cheetah at the last Toyhio from my good friend at Boffo Toys. They're another good toy retailer here in the Northeast Ohio area. And I was like, gosh, I had so much fun with that. Now I need Tony the Tiger. And the goal is to have a shelf with some cool random figures on it that is almost reminiscent of like a Fortnite match. You know, it's going to be like just so many random dudes. Some other pickups I had, which were really, really cool, were a whole bunch of these really old, really dusty Iron Man 2 375 figures, which I'm not a big 375 guy by any stretch, not anymore at least. But these were kind of a childhood staple, if you will. Iron Man 2 had a ton of good action figures, and they were overproduced, and they all went on some pretty heavy clearance. So I, as a kid, had many an Iron Man 2 375, and they all had pretty good articulation and pretty good sculpts to be spoken of. So I was always really, really happy to get those as a kid, and none of them really survived the childhood. They've been given away or broken or whatever, just wherever your kids' toys go. And I was able to get all of these for $20. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe we'll just have some fun making a video being reminiscent someday. Sentimentality definitely can get you some clicks on YouTube, right? Slay those down. As far as some other pickups, you know, my good friend Garrett, my good buddy Garrett, he is a great guy and a great kid. I like having him on these Toyhio adventures, and he brought me a couple little gifts. I gifted him the new Deluxe Mando and Grogu like 2-pack because he didn't have those yet, and I just wanted to add something fun to his collection, and he picked up, he knows I'm a bit of an Ahsoka guy. I don't know where he acquired this from. This is one of those Coca-Cola Star Wars collab cans from last year, but this is like the Japanese or the Asian release. I mean, it's got like interesting, you know, like I always joke and say it's written in anime, but you know, it's Japanese. I've done that on the import figure reviews, but it's cool that all the ingredients are in that. So that's interesting. It's a very similar size to like an American Coke can, and then like, you know, like they wrote Star Wars in English, but that's a very cool gift. I have actually the American can. I have a couple of the American art cans that I kept from that set, and so it's just really cool to get a variant. So never thought I'd be collecting those, but still very cool. And then I don't know where he got this thing from. It's kind of just maybe slightly a little bit cursed as I try to turn on the ring light. But, what is it? I saw on the bottom, it's a, Tsum Tsum, T-S-U-M, T-S-U-M. But it's this weird little, like, Mandalorian Ahsoka figure. And that's cool. I guess Ahsoka's my favorite character, so I pick up whatever I can get, right? So nothing to be mad about there. That's a interesting addition to the collection, but thank you for thinking of me there, Garrett. And then, other than that, that was it for Toyhio, but I did pre-game this weekend a little bit. I swung over to Target. They had some new Funkos on clearance, and I was able to finally pick up Yaddle. For those that have been watching the weekend toy hunts, I have been contemplating her and waiting for a deal, and I finally got her, and she is going to be going into my pile of to be signed someday, because Bryce Dallas Howard does lots of Comic-Cons, and I would very much love to meet her. Another thing that I picked up, here off screen, is the Mandalorian and Grogu Actionverse Stab. $6.59, which is an insane deal, because it was a $20 ship to begin with. It's a really, really cool droid. One of my favorite designs from the movie, and just something that I was thinking about. But for $6, how do you leave it, you know? And then, to wrap it all up with a bow, we, hit a couple of Walmarts after the convention on the way home. And at one of them, somehow, found this Micro Galaxy Series 10 Chase Ralph McQuarrie concept art cloud car, which is a blue decoed cloud car. And truthfully, it's not something that I'm just like, it's not something that I'm like, it's the coolest thing ever, but like, it was definitely that Chase sticker calling to me. So probably not one I'm going to pick up a duplicate to open, but a very cool addition to the collection. So all in all, it really is a fine and fun addition to the pile. Let's go ahead and rearrange these a little bit more. So that's the haul. A lot of unusual pickups, all said, but just some things that I'm really happy to have in the collection. Some really cool things, some fun gifts, some really cool store finds, and yeah, this one was a bit of a mixed bag. I gotta say, this Toyhio, when you have an event like Toyhio, what you're gonna find is entirely dependent on what the vendors choose to bring. And this Toyhio in particular, I noted, didn't speak to me personally too much. But that's not like a bad thing. I mean, they don't have to be for me. But there weren't any Star Wars Hot Toys I was super interested in. There weren't a ton of Black Series vendors. There were some with some old red box figures, and then some of the newest of the new. The Geonosian Warrior wave, the Maul Shadow Lord wave. But other than that, there really wasn't like a guy that had, like a couple of last year's, there was one here and there, but gosh, there wasn't a lot of Star Wars going on this time. I mean, there was some, don't get me wrong, there was some cool stuff, but if you note, gosh, this really turned into the Iron Man haul for me somehow, and sometimes that's just how it goes, but I still had a lot of fun, and I picked up a lot of good things, and I had a great time with my friends, and sometimes that itself is the win, you have a good time, and you acquire all sorts of cool new treasures, and, the adventure is the prize, right? So anyway, kind of hoping to find a hot toy next time, and that's a-okay because my budget was a little tight this time to begin with, but it was a lot of fun. So thanks for tagging along. Toyhio was a lot of fun this time. I hope you had fun just watching me go look at all the stuff. I hope you have a lot of fun, pawing through the footage and seeing what you potentially could have found had you tagged along this time. Maybe next time is the time for you. But anyway, I'm going to go work on some other videos now, so thank you so much for joining me on the great Toyhio toy hunt. I'll catch you next time. May the Force be with you, and hope you all go on to have a great day. Bye. You didn't think we were done, right? Still got Dennis. We got a toy hunt in the Walmart across the street. Alright, so we have a couple first editions on the pegs here, but it is looking like the Colonel Ward and Stormtroopers of the first wave. This is the Walmart that I've notoriously, regularly found the Ewok Village Leia with a Mon Mothma head. Dennis is finally seeing a treasure of the weekend toy hunts. We're going to look for that end cap. It's probably going to be hanging up on somewhere down there or over here on one of these aisles, if they even have it. Other than that, I think this is where we say adieu.